right. So, Patrick, let's begin our conversation this morning from this voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have been given the opportunity to serve by our members. It's an opportunity that I don't take for granted because it's been a dream come true to serve Ghana and Ghanaian football at the highest level of governance. The opportunity to serve the Ghanaian game has taken me further up the governance structure on the African continent. So I don't take this for granted. I think that over the 3.5 years that we've been in office, we've served Ghana football well. Myself, with the support of the ESCO, have ensured that we've ticked a lot of boxes, right? Bringing back all competitions after the game had been stopped because of the announced expose. Bringing back all the competitions after the torrid time we had with COVID, over a year plus. Reviving all domestic competitions, reviving juvenile football in all districts of the country, reviving and ensuring that women's football gets the needed attention, following the clarion call by FIFA President Infantino that all member associations must encourage more women participation in the sport, and ensuring that the basic fundamentals of our sport, which had been washed away by virtue of the stoppage of the game, by virtue of it not being existent before, get some needed attention.
So that was the voice of our FA President Kurt Okraku, claiming that he has overachieved as FA boss. Patrick Bonnie, what do you make of that comment? Has he overachieved?
It's first of all, let me say morning to our listeners. It's been a while. But they've been listening to us every weekend, so we have to greet them every morning when we come here. When it comes to Kurt Okraku and then what the statement he made, for me, I'm kind of happy that first of all he had to acknowledge everybody for the privilege he was given. To come and rule our football, control it. So I think first of all he did well by admonishing that it was a privilege for him. And then secondly, I think what he said about overachieving. You see, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you want to analyze what he's done with Ghana football based on the manifesto he brought out, then I don't think he has overachieved whatever he wrote about. And I don't think there's no political party or any human being out there who will come out with a manifesto and be able to fully accomplish it. You get it? So when you are making statements of this nature that you have overachieved, you are now creating that ambience for people to criticize you, because people will now take the manifesto page by page, peruse it, and tell you that you said you were going to do this and that, and you couldn't do it.
Chairman, you have not done it.
You've not done it. You understand? So for me, I think the word that he made, the statement that he made that he has overachieved, that is where I have problem with him. But in general, when you look at what he's done for Ghana football, look, I'll be inhuman to sit here and say that he has not done anything good for Ghana football. But by the words of his own, whatever he is saying that he has overachieved, he hasn't. And maybe he's just saying that to go around certain things. But I don't think he really means what he's saying. To tell all Ghanaians that you've overachieved. Look, the Black Stars went to the World Cup. We saw the former president, Mr. Nyantechi, his tenure when we went to 2006 World Cup. It was difficult for Ghana to make it to the World Cup, but he managed, and then we went to the World Cup. That is Germany 2006. Ghana performed well. Moving on, fast forward, 2010, South Africa. Nyantechi took us to the World Cup. You get it?
Did so well.
Under his tenure, we won the Under-20 World Cup. But when you look at Kurt Okraku, which major tournament have you won? The Under-20
African Cup of Nations.
Yes, only that tournament. You get it? So for me, he has done well with our football, but he shouldn't have come out with this statement that he has overachieved. If you are doing that, that's what I'm saying. You are calling out, you want to allow people to chastise you, criticize you for the wrong things that you've done in your administration. Nobody is perfect. But you cannot tell us that look, we were here, the Ghana Premier League. You, the GFA president, anytime you have a platform to discuss the Ghana Premier League, you go around telling people that the patronage that is low is due to the fact that the clubs are not working so hard. And the Ghana Premier League is under your watch. So if you yourself, when you go out there and you get a platform, you are telling people that people are not working hard. It means that you've fallen short in terms of that angle, patronage of the Ghana Premier League, which is very poor. You've never, that side, you've never accomplished anything over there. It is the clubs that are doing so well. Look, if you travel across the country, you will not see major billboards. Cars are not branded. Metro Mass is traveling across this country. You get STC. We are not branding any of the buses around to tell Ghanaians that Ghana Premier League is on course. You get it. When you are going to how do you call it, Kaswa here, there's no billboard telling you that you are entering Greater Accra, and these are the clubs here in Greater Accra. As of Oak, Legon City, they are all here. So when you are around and you are less busy, you can visit the stadium and watch matches. You've not done those things. In terms of television, those journalists who are to promote the Ghana Premier League and answer, how many times do you put on your telly and you see a program specially made for the Ghana Premier League? If not, Abigail Sena Sosu's The Beautiful Game and then Max TV. The rest of the television stations, TV3, sometimes I see them doing that. But how many times do you see that? We have about more than 100 television stations here in Accra. So that side you failed. You get it. But to come out to tell us that, Charlie, why you are there, Charlie, the big man has to swallow.
But he's claiming he has taken the maximum right boxes. That's what he is saying. And that he's seeking another term in office as FA boss.
Me, I believe in longevity. I believe in longevity, honestly speaking. Look, let's chip in politics here for just a minute.
Okay.
It is due to the longevity that we've given the current sitting president, His Excellency Akufo-Addo, and his government. That is, we can now see the flaws of the NPP currently. You see, the first four years, we saw him doing something good. Everybody was like, let's give him another 4 years. But this second term, we can now see the flaws of the government. So when you give somebody that longevity in terms of occupying a certain position, you get to know whether the person is doing well or not. Kurt Okraku in the 4 years that we've given him, it is not even up to the 4 years is not up. You get it. But me sitting here, if you ask me, I'll tell you that he's done well with our football. Whatever we criticize him, realistically, he has done well with our football. We don't have any magician coming from anywhere to come and put the Ghana Premier League up there. We don't have any magician there in Ghana. But he has managed, and he has also done well by making sure that our football, the Ghana Premier League is on course.
Yeah.
When we call for the under 17 team, you see we have a team. We're under 20, we have a team. It is just that we are not up there. But the organization of the game has been okay. Women Premier League is on, how do you call it? It's on television. You can sit at the comfort of your home and be watching our women on television.
Yeah.
The FA Cup is ongoing. You get it. The Ghana Premier League, some way, somehow, you can see, you watch some of these players. Some games are very fascinating to watch.
Of course.
So, for me, he has done well. I'm not advocating for another another 4 years for him. But Charlie, he's human, and then you cannot fault him for some of the things that is going on in Ghana football.
Okay. But realistically, who again can, counter him in terms of the presidency, the election?
Michael, you need to understand that in this country, wisdom is not what is ruling any longer. It is people who have the financial muscle, who are controlling the shots. It's not about people who are intelligent, people who can bring changes. That is what we've reduced ourselves to.
Yeah.
Currently, as we speak now, I don't have anybody out there who will tell me that I'm coming out and I'll change Ghana football. I don't know anybody who is coming in unless they come out with their own manifesto and whatever agenda they have for Ghana football. But to tell you that I have so and so these names coming up to come and change over our football, I don't know anybody. You get it. Sometimes the same thing we are criticizing Kurt Okraku for, those who come will do worse things than what he's doing. I remember under 20, one of the under 20s where Palmer was in charge of the he took about 4 or 5 players from Tema Youth to the Moses Oji and Co. You see, then if this person becomes the GFA president, what do you think you will do? You will bring in players from his camp. So this kind of the football people and what they are doing, I don't know if we have anybody who is special out there who will come out and change things. The only thing that I'm looking for and the only people I will support are ex-footballers.
Yeah.
If they come together, coordinate, and they say they want to come up with a manifesto that is short, they want to transform our football. Let's say Samuel Osei-Kuffour, Samuel Jana, Pierre, and they come together under one umbrella and then bring in one candidate. And then they will try and lobby me, Patrick Bonney, sitting here. I will support them because they have seen football. Okay. You see, they will not be in for our money, but they will be in to come and transform certain things. But apart from these ex-footballers, Charlie, anyone who will pop up that he wants the presidency will be coming with an agenda.
All right, so if you're just tuning in, you're live on Sports Plus, right here on Pluzz 89.9 FM with me, Eklu Michael, Patrick Bonnie, and James, of course. So, James, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good, Michael. Sorry, I'm late, and apologies to everyone who was waiting to hear my submissions. And Patrick, welcome.
Thanks.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So, what kept you late?
You left your wallet.
I left my wallet.
So quick one, don't care to quick. Has he overachieved? He's claiming so.
Before I get into a good morning to our cherished listeners, and our thoughts with Theophilus in this hard time that he's also going to.
Yeah, okay. Of course. Yeah.
And with regards to Kurt Okraku saying he has overachieved, to me, there's no such thing as overachieving. When you are supposed to be in a leadership position, you do what you are supposed to do. You deliver on your mandate. Afterwards, if you feel there's more that could be done, it helps the people you are supposed to be serving. So I don't think it is overachieving in any way, shape, or form. That being said, if nobody is giving him competition, or is supposed to oppose him legitimately and actually be a credible option, then you can't blame him for the statements he's making right now, because he hasn't really faltered on a lot of things. That being said, still we know that a lot could be done. So if a lot could be done, then you definitely haven't overachieved.
But guys, looking at his manifesto, what are the standout changes he has made?
Changes?
Yeah.
For me, regards to the women's league, we can now sit at home and be watching women on television. We saw Azake's ladies, Wafo, they won the league. They had a cushioning. They went to Wafo and then they went to the Champions League itself.
Yeah, the first edition.
The Aqua ladies also replicated the same fate. And then if you look at the FA Cup, it is ongoing. And then the Aqua ladies, like over the years, are showing that they are a good team. So for me, he has done well in terms of even the sponsorship for the Women Premier League is also superb.
Yeah,
you get it. And for me, look, he has done one or two things that I feel. If you look at the Catch Them Young policy, where the kids
refereeing policy,
teaching the kids out there, it is good, you know. And how do you call it? The Ghana Premier League also getting a sponsorship one way or the other. It's also helping the league out there. The clubs are getting something out there. He bought football boots for Division Premier League and then Division 1.
Yeah,
it's also a very laudable thing that he's done. And for me, taking us to the World Cup is a major achievement. Most of the football associations in the world are struggling to go. They are struggling to qualify for the World Cup. He has done it within these 3 years or 4 years. So I think he has done well in terms of going to the World Cup. Whatever money we invested into the national team, we went out there, we got some money. Definitely we made some profit in there. So I think he's done well at that end too. At least than a 20 tournaments, Bani and Co also won it. It's also they managed to put us out there. So I think he's doing so well so far. Yeah, so far so good. Look, I always don't want to criticize people when it is difficult to be a leader.
Yeah.
So criticizing someone negatively, I normally do not like it. But if you do not position yourself well, then you call for criticism. That's a negative aspect of it. So I think that he should be mindful of whatever he will be saying.
Yeah.
Because there are so many people who don't like what he's doing. Because at the end of the day, they went for an election. And then within that election, Nana Aponsan had his team. Palmer also had it. So they are all there. These are people who can I don't know how to put it. Yes. So they are out there. They have their media men. They have people that are loyal to these people. So you have to say things that will resonate well with everyone in the country. The aspect I don't like about Kurt Okraku is his way of communicating. I don't know like whether I'm the only person.
You're not the only person.
I just don't like how he communicates. Look, when he's speaking to us, you are speaking to the entire nation. Ghana football belongs to the whole Ghana. So if you are addressing us, you are talking to the sitting president, you are talking to the members of parliament.
Of course.
Everybody who calls a shot in this country, you are talking to all of us. So your demeanor and the way you present your statement, you need to think about it over and over before coming out. Look, you've gotten a platform to address all of us. And you tell us that you don't know that there will be an election. What do you mean by that? Are you trying to be classy?
He's trying to say that there's no one
is he trying to be classy in his in his statement? No. Talk to us, be humble to us. Most people lose their position because they are not humble. Yeah. When they get in there, they become flooded. Sometimes it is not them, the people around them who are getting the connections and the movement around them and are benefiting. Yeah. They are the people who are not telling their leaders the truth, that say this thing is wrong, let's do it this way. They are benefiting. So I'm kind of praying show. But for me, Kurt Okraku sitting over there, he has done so much for football. If you look at his portfolio, where he came from, he's been doing football for a very long time. Maybe so na minimum Afienya United. And if he had served on Afienya communication team before, that should tell you that this is somebody who understands our game. So such a person, we have to revere him and then keep him out there so that he will take Ghana football to the level that we want our football to reach. But he needs to be very mindful when he's addressing all of us.
James, what are some of the standout things he has done for our football, and some of the things he has to address as FA president?
Improving the branding of Ghanaian football on different levels, like Patrick said. Best Power Premier League, Malta Guinness Women's Premier League,
the World Cup,
the Division 1 League, the sponsors, Access Bank.
Division 1 League, Access Bank,
Division 1 League, and then the MTN FA Cup. He's getting recognition for the various facets of the game, and you can tell that there is supposed to be a plan for grassroots football that's being implemented, but maybe it's too early for us to really see it bear fruit. But there is a lot that he's done, like Patrick alluded to, that we can see. And you can tell that Ghanaian football is heading in the right direction. Naturally, we will always call for more because we there Oliver Twist syndrome.
So the idea for more for Kurt.
Is that what you are saying?
The idea for what you guys are saying? For more for Kurt.
If he deserves it.
But our listeners out there, you can. Okay, all right.
James is saying something.
For more for Kurt, if he deserves it, and for him to deserve it, we have to have options to decide for ourselves.
But James, does he deserve 4 more?
Let us see the options, and then we'll decide whether he deserves 4 more. You've done well, but is it well enough to be there for the next term? If you are running unopposed, then you leave us no options. But if we have contenders, then we can decide for ourselves.
That's the big question. Who are the contenders right now?
They will come.
They have to be.
Most of them are running away.
No, they are not running away. They are just.
But Michael, most of them are running away. There might be something that they are running away from. Maybe you are. I'm not necessarily saying it is the case, but maybe something is there that's preventing them from coming out to say, I am declaring my intentions to run for the GFA presidency. Maybe.
Just this week, Amanda Clinton came out to say that she will not go near any GFA election.
Those normalization team, most of the people that popped up, it's politics. They are coming from somewhere. They think that Ghana football, people running it are not astute, like they are not intelligent. So they think that it's a way for them to get into our football. But coming closer, they realize that they are mafias. They are people who control our football. So for that lady sitting back and watching what really happened at her time,
and she got 0 votes.
Zero, man. You had people walking with you.
How do you go for the election and have 0 votes? There's something wrong somewhere.
But you guys out there, you can also share your thoughts by bringing in your messages on our WhatsApp console on 0505 705 1151. If you think Kurt, 4 more for Kurt, you can also say it. If no 4 more for Kurt, you can also say it.
You see, Michael, when it comes to 4 more for Kurt or whatever that you're saying, Kurt is working with some people, some communicators and our stuff. That is why I don't want to delve into that angle of trying to lobby for him and our stuff. You sit in here, this program has been in existence for how many years?
Almost getting to 3 years.
You see, nobody has even called Pluzz FM, calling you from the GFA that we want to appear on your show, to grace your show. They are sitting down there, and you will sit here and you are pushing their agenda. You are helping them get their positions, and they'll be living that lavish life. You will struggle in this studio. You get it? They have people they are working with. That is why I don't want to fall into that trap by saying that 4 more for Kurt. They need to look for people who work for them. Everybody deserves that national cake, a bit of it. You understand? They have people who are there that they are sponsoring. You get it? In their manifesto, they said they were going to sponsor or help journalists who are pushing the Ghana Premier League and stuff. You've been here 2 years. Every day, every Saturday,
we talk about the Ghana
Premier League.
Monday to Friday plus Saturday.
Yes.
I talk about the Ghana Premier League.
Have you received any call from GFA telling you that you are doing so well, so this and that? No, they will not do it. At the end of the day, you sit here and say, I'm going in for 4 years, I'm supporting him. Look, whatever he's done for Ghana football, I believe the club executives, they go out there and go and vote. The reason why Kurt Okraku will have that confidence to tell you that he doesn't know there's an election is he knows what he's done. He knows the machinations, things that he's done. People who are going to support him in terms of making sure that whatever the competition or the elections he's going to win. So he's having that confidence that, Charlie, me, where I stand now, I am capable of winning because he knows what he's done. Me and you, we don't own clubs. So if these club owners will allow themselves, knowing that they needed so and so and they did not get it, but it is time for election and we still have to go in for Mr. Okraku, then they have to go in for him. For me, I'll not advocate for him. We have to be fair.
We have to be fair. We have to be fair.